So Brad Marchand is back at it again. If you watch the Bruins at all, you'll know that Marchand is quite the figure, from licking people, biting people, and now choking people. Let's get a look at this. So he is by the Senators' bench, and he just takes off his glove and grabs Nick Cousins around the neck. I don't know what he drank before this game, but that's wild. Of course, I don't know what Cousins did, if he did anything, but I don't need to because this is just illegal and not a hockey play. The best part about this is the refs called nothing. They just went along with the game like nothing happened. Crazy. This is what TSN had to say about this.
Everything you just said, Gino. This has nothing to do with a hockey play, and there are certain things that can take place. It's almost remarkable that we've seen them take place that should lead to action, and I'll list a few of them off for you. If you spit on another player, that should be an infraction where the league has to do something. If you bite another player, there should be something that happens. And then we get into the Brad Marchand line of things where we've never seen this before, right? Licking somebody on the ice, something he's done before. There should have been some sort of penalty for that. And taking your glove off and grabbing someone by the throat. It's absolutely absurd. It's not a hockey play. There's no explanation for it. And again, he has a history of doing this. So I have no idea why the league wouldn't step in and say, you're getting a one-game suspension for utter stupidity. Again, there's no precedence here. You can't reference something that happened 30 years ago, 40 years ago. To my knowledge, it's never happened before. No hockey player ever has thought, here's an idea. I'm going to take my glove off and grab a guy by the throat. Marchand did it last night. I think it's worthy of a suspension, even if it's just one game, Cheryl, for stupidity. But it sounds as if the league's not going to do that.
I totally agree with them on this. I think they should have suspended the guy for this. Like, that's not something you can do in hockey. Yes, you can argue he shouldn't because it's Marchand and he has done it all, but he does have 8 suspensions and forfeiting over $1.4 million in salary for his actions. Now the NHL has gotten themselves into a hole, because not calling anything on that is pretty much sending a message to the other players that you can do this. And if someone gets suspended for this in the future, it will cause a lot of controversy on why they didn't call anything on Brad, but called it on the other player. Of course, Cousins wasn't hurt from this or anything like that, but he should have at least got one game for doing this. Maybe the NHL is praying this never happens again so they don't have to do anything about it, because this should be fiction. It's like something right out of a movie like Happy Gilmore. There is no NHL rule stating you can't grab your opponent's throat, probably because they never thought anything like this would ever happen, but here we are. Now this may be something the NHL needs to address in the future. The Bruins did come out on top with a 2-0 win, goals from Morgan Geekie and an empty netter from Pasta. That's all I have from this video. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. It means a lot, and I'll see you next video. Bye.